Gone is the boyish charm, the soft edges of sensitive youth. Jake Gyllenhaal, muscles sculpted, eyes hardened, explodes onto the screen in Doug Liman's Roadhouse remake. He is Elwood Dalton, a retired UFC fighter seeking solace in the humid, neon-soaked underbelly of the Florida Keys. But trouble, as it always does, finds Elwood, pulling him into a world of bare-knuckle brawls and cutthroat bar owners. Gyllenhaal disappears into the role, his physique a testament to the grueling training regimen he endured. Every punch lands with bone-jarring impact, every grapple a testament to his dedication to embodying Elwood's raw power. This is not a brooding anti-hero wrestling with inner demons, but a man of action, his emotions simmering beneath a stoic exterior. Liman, known for his kinetic direction in films like The Bourne Identity and Edge of Tomorrow, captures Gyllenhaal's physicality with visceral immediacy. The fight choreography is brutal, balletic, a whirlwind of fists and feet that leaves audiences breathless. Gyllenhaal trained extensively in mixed martial arts, and it shows. His movements are fluid yet precise, a dancer of violence navigating the brutal mosh pit of Liman's action sequences. The film doesn't shy away from the darkness inherent in Elwood's world. The bars are dens of sweat and desperation, the patrons clinging to the fleeting oblivion of cheap booze and pulsing music. Yet, amidst the grime and violence, Gyllenhaal finds glimmers of humanity, moments of vulnerability that flicker across Elwood's face like lightning in a stormy sky. He forms an unlikely bond with a local waitress, her own dreams bruised but not broken by the harsh realities of their surroundings. Their connection, though frayed at the edges, provides a glimmer of warmth in a world defined by cold brutality. Gyllenhaal's performance is magnetic, drawing you into Elwood's world even as it repels you with its violence. He embodies the duality of a man haunted by his past, seeking redemption in the most unlikely of places. With every punch thrown, every bone crunched, Gyllenhaal redefines the action hero, proving that true strength lies not just in physical prowess, but in the will to fight for something more than survival. Liman wastes no time establishing the gritty, sweat-soaked atmosphere of the new Roadhouse. We are thrust into the heart of the action, the air thick with cigarette smoke and spilled beer, the soundtrack a throbbing pulse of southern rock and blues. The Double Deuce, the bar Elwood is tasked with cleaning up, is a character unto itself, a den of vice and violence where dreams go to die and fists do the talking. Yet, beneath the surface of lawlessness, a deeper story unfolds. This is not just a mindless action flick, but a tale of corruption and greed, a modern-day Western set against the backdrop of a fading paradise. A ruthless property developer casts a long shadow over the Keys, exploiting the locals and bleeding the town dry. Elwood finds himself caught in the crosshairs, his sense of justice ignited, his past demons whispering in his ear. The fight scenes, while undeniably thrilling, serve a purpose beyond mere spectacle. They are visceral expressions of Elwood's inner turmoil, a release valve for the pent-up rage simmering beneath his controlled exterior. Liman masterfully ratchets up the tension, each confrontation escalating the stakes. He employs a documentary-like realism, using handheld cameras and quick cuts to place the audience right in the middle of the action. The violence is brutal, unflinching, but never gratuitous. It is a reflection of the world Elwood inhabits, a world where survival depends on your ability to fight for it. Yet, amidst the mayhem, Liman finds moments of humor, flashes of dark wit that cut through the tension. The supporting cast, a rogues gallery of colorful characters, adds depth and texture to the film's world. There's the grizzled bartender with a heart of gold, the sultry singer with a voice that could melt asphalt, and the menacing villain, his eyes cold and calculating. Each character, no matter how fleeting their appearance, feels lived in, authentic, adding to the film's sense of realism. Liman populates his world with individuals who are more than just caricatures, each playing a vital role in the unfolding drama. Inevitably, comparisons to the 1989 original, starring the late Patrick Swayze, will arise. Yet this Roadhouse is not a mere rehash but a reimagining, a fresh take on a familiar story. Gyllenhaal's Elwood is a different beast than Swayze's Dalton, more haunted, more physically imposing, a weapon forged in the crucible of professional fighting. Where Swayze exuded a kind of zen-like calm, Gyllenhaal crackles with barely contained energy, a powder keg waiting to explode. Liman pays homage to the original while carving his own path, updating the setting and themes for a modern audience. The Florida Keys, with their sun-drenched beaches and seedy underbelly, provide a starkly beautiful backdrop for the film's gritty realism. The action is bigger, the stakes higher, but the core themes of redemption, honor, and the struggle for survival remain timeless. Both films explore the allure and danger of living life on the edge, the thin line between right and wrong. But perhaps the most significant difference lies in the two leads. Swayze's Dalton was a force of nature, a Zen bouncer with a heart of gold. Gyllenhaal's Elwood is a more internal character, his past sins weighing heavily on him. He's a man seeking redemption, a warrior fighting to outrun his demons. This difference is reflected in the tone of the two films. The original had a certain lightheartedness, a sense of fun that permeated even the most violent scenes. The remake is a darker, more introspective affair, grappling with themes of trauma and the long shadow of violence. Yet both Roadhouse films share a common thread. They are love letters to the underdogs, the outsiders, the ones who fight for what they believe in, even when the odds are stacked against them. They remind us that even in the darkest corners of humanity, there is always hope, always the possibility of redemption. And sometimes, all it takes is one man, willing to stand up and fight for what's right, to make a difference.